Well, Sawati Krop, how's it going? It's about 11:10 on this Wednesday, and I'm getting a bit of a late start, but I need to run down to the Big C complex. There's an office mate. I need to get a couple of ledgers, and I might try to find a bulletin board if they have one there, or I may need to go in the other direction towards IKEA. Just get a little bit more organized. I'm now paying all kinds of bills, trying to help the family and keep finances organized. Not a problem, but it's a little trickier. It's 11 o'clock here, so that's either 8 or 9 p.m. on the West Coast. And yeah, just making those business calls at midnight, 1 in the morning. It's not a big deal for me, but keep in mind, if you're going to handle some family business, you're going to be doing it in the middle of the night from Bangkok, Thailand. I also saw a couple of power bills. For whatever reason, what little things are plugged in, I guess my refrigerator, Bourne, kind of the old school Thai way, went around and unplugged everything. I kind of wish she hadn't. She unplugged all the TVs and everything, so now I need to reprogram all that when you power it back up. Not a big deal, but my basic power bill, me not being there at all, and Boone was no fan of hanging out in the high rise after the earthquake, was 171 baht for a couple of months. And since I've been back, I don't know how many days, if it's 10 or I don't know what. I just got a power bill for 620 baht. So yeah, I'm going to expect that with my Farong AC use of basically having one AC set at 24 the entire time I'm in the apartment, which is, call it 12 hours a day. I usually pay, I'm trying to remember, 2,500 baht to 3,000 at the worst a month. That's not terrible compared to Western standards, but every now and then I'll take a peek at the other mailboxes. We have a lock on these little plexiglass doors, but everybody, including myself, just leaves it open. So I'll peek at my neighbor's bills just to compare, and I'm usually seeing 700 baht or maybe 1,100 baht, and then you come to the foreign guy at pushing 3,000 baht. So keep that in mind if you're going to be like me and have that AC going. Today, my girlfriend would definitely call this a cooler day. It's probably 90 with a little bit of a wind. She absolutely would not have the AC on. She'd have the windows closed because of pollution and the fans blowing. But me, I don't really have any problem paying about $100 a month to keep that apartment nice and cool. Not like a refrigerator, but definitely cooler than the outside by 15 or 20 degrees. Now my place is on Sukhumvit Soi 26. I'm about halfway in between Sukhumvit and Rama 4 down that way. I think it's a 7-minute walk. I'll be at BTS Prampong, or if I go this way for 8 or 9 minutes, I'll be at the K Village, Big C, and Lotus shopping centers. I'm feeling kind of lazy. I've been doing a lot of catching up and walking and filming. So I'm gonna jump on a motorbike. I'll just hand them 20 baht. I think the Thai rate is 10 baht from the middle of the street. Whatever, call me a big spender dropping that extra 10 baht. I've handed them a 10 baht coin in the past, and sometimes they say, oh no, the fare is 20. So I'm not sure if that's a little bit of a Farong tax. It's fine. I'm not gonna really argue over 10 baht. So I'm just kind of in the habit of here's the 20 baht note. Now, Boone is the opposite. I think she still tries to hand them the 10 baht coin, and with mixed results. 9 out of 10 times they take it. Other times they say, no, I'm sorry, it's 20 baht. And there goes the FedEx man. I've also seen the UPS vans running around. DHL is another. I've had a couple of credit cards sent to me over here. I believe when I talked to the Chase or whoever it was, it might have been Bank of America person, they said it's coming UPS, and it showed up in a DHL package. So maybe they brought it that last distance. I'm not sure, but it's all available. It's funny here during the hot season. May is probably one of the hottest months. can have a 10-degree swing from one day to the next. I like my tree line soy 26. This is the K Village. Beer collection. And this little street will head you off in the direction of Soy 24. Across the street here is the Harley dealership. Kapun Krap. And right there's Rama 4, so you see I can easily have made that walk, but I'm wearing flip-flops and again feeling kind of lazy. We pass that K Village, you'll find a Via Market and a bunch of restaurant options. This is the Big C, and just on the other side of Rama 4 there's a bridge over there is the Lotus. So this is a good spot if you live anywhere in this area, Soy 22, 24. Your options will be the malls, the M-Sphere Mall and the Emporium. They both have gourmet markets. If you want the larger stores, Lotus and Big C are a little bit more comparable to, in the US anyhow, a Target and a Walmart. And this is where you'll come. Another real popular place with expats is En Route, because there's a Lotus right at the En Route BTS at Sukhumvit Soy 50. There's another one up by Central World. I mean, they're all over Thailand. I'm just keeping it to the expat-friendly Sukhumvit light green line. Nice and air-conditioned in here. Now you can see these pop-up displays here. That is where you'll find all your knockoff Adidas dry fit t-shirts and all. I'm wearing one right now. There's no need to buy a ton of $40 and $50 dry fit shirts at the Nike store unless you want to. You can come over here and probably get them all day long for $3. Now if you wear a 3X in the United States, that might be a little trickier. See, these are small, lightweight, but they're 59 baht. Myself, I wear a large t-shirt, which is an extra large in these Thai sizes. I have seen 4X sizes, but if you're a bigger guy, it might be a small concern. And these Lotus and Big C's, they'll have all the pharmacies and most banks. There's a Dairy Queen down the way. I know there's a KFC. I'm going to stick my head in the office, mate. Excuse me, before I go up to the second floor and the Big C. Like I mentioned, I'm trying to find a bulletin board. I'm a little old school bulletin board and post-it notes. It's a little easier for me to navigate than messages on my phone and trying to figure out what time it is when somebody asks me to call at 9 a.m. in California. I have to do some quick math, and that's not so easy to do at midnight or 1 in the morning from O'Shea's Tavern. And there's the KFC, which is pretty darn tasty. What was the other one? Texas. Oh man, I'm drawing a blank. It just went out of business. What was the other chicken place right at the Prompong BTS? Somebody will leave it in the comments. They were both pretty good, but the KFC, I don't know if they ship over those herbs and spices. It tastes exactly the same to me. They do not have the biscuits that are pretty normal for KFC in the US. That'd be nice. And here's the office mate. They'll have everything you need. Let's see if they have a bulletin board. If it's not too crazy expensive, save me a trip over to IKEA in the M-Sphere Mall. I actually did buy an office chair from Office Mate, not this location, but they're all over town. They only have a couple tucked away. One is 800 baht. That one, and this one's 314, which would, I guess, be okay. I think that's what they were at IKEA. That's 4,000 baht. I don't need the big grease board. And again, I'm old school. I like to push a pin and a note in, so I really don't even want one of these. I don't know what this is. It's my flip chart pad. All right. Those are the only ones I see, so I'm going to wander upstairs to Big C. Take it back. Here are a few more. Yeah, it's kind of small, but it might do. 340 baht. 590. And then there are some big boys. Those are the grease boards. We've got a couple of options. I may still go over to IKEA. I kind of like the looks of that smaller board. Not really the money. It's 590 baht. I just hate paying 600 baht and then going over to IKEA and it's sitting there for 250 baht. Plus I need to pick up some hand towels anyhow. Bachelor tip to cut back on my laundry. I just use a hand towel to dry, not a full bath towel. And I probably had 10 of them over the years, but I keep destroying them with cleaning products and that kind of thing, cooking. So I need to get at least 3 or 4 dedicated just for the shower. And they have some nice thicker ones there at IKEA. They'll have some decent ones here at Big C, but they're kind of thin. They feel like a dish towel. And I ducked into KFC to get a quick chicken wing, and like everywhere in the world, everything's going contactless and these digital order boards. Thank you. It's not that big a deal. Hey, that was a pretty good wing. I do plenty of time at the food courts and local spots. But sometimes a man just wants those 11 secret herbs and spices. I'm gonna walk right past the Dairy Queen though, especially the durian flavor. I'll pass. But they make a pretty good sundae. But not today. I got to get in the pool and swim some laps. I don't need to be eating sundaes. I'm going to run up and see what they have at the Big C. And then I'll probably get that large blue bulletin board. No shortage of places to buy gold anywhere in Thailand. I think I'm in the Big C and Lotus clubs. I'm not sure what the points earn me. I used to keep track of all that back in the US to get 10 cents off of gas. And that's the walkway to the Lotus. There's also Decathlon over there, nice size sporting goods store. I think it's French. They have a Decathlon in Terminal 21, but it's tiny compared to this location if you're looking for camping equipment or a bike. And they sell everything in here. I bought a couple of these fans years ago. All kinds of equipment you can also buy. I didn't know they were partnered up with that Banana. You'll see those stores all over town. Electronics. But I bought a couple of TVs, well, one TV in here. Boone got a TV. Air conditioners. The good thing about having the Big C and Lotus right next to each other, I can easily compare prices, and I often will. If it's something 1,000 baht or more, I'll check it here, I'll go over there, and 1 in 10 times it'll be over there on sale for 650 baht. So no bulletin board here at Big C. I think I'm going to just pick up that large blue one. It may be larger than I need, but I can put my calendar on it. I don't really feel like heading over to IKEA, or as they say in Thailand, IKEA, for a bulletin board and carry that thing around. Let's go grab the blue one. Go back and organize my little office desk area. Here's a little peek down Rama 4. It's a pretty busy street. If you walked, it's a good 15-minute walk up, you'd hit the corner of the Queen Circuit Convention Center at Benji Park. And this traffic is using my street, Soi 26, to get over to Sukhumvit. So you'll have to pick your spots on those situations. To me, it's not that big a deal. If I were driving every day, yeah, it's 1 in the afternoon and you can see it's a busy little shortcut, but sitting on the back of a motor taxi, not that big a deal. And if we went in the other direction on Rama 4, it ends or begins, however you want to look at it, at Prakanong, right near the BTS and the W district. The Rama 4 area has some interesting options to live, probably affordable over here in the Lotus area, but you're a ways from the BTS. It's too far to walk every day in the rain and heat. So here's a digital X-ray mobile bus, but plan on using one of those motorbikes to get from here down to the Sukhumvit Green Line, or you take a bus or walk up in that direction. You'll hit the MRT Queen Circuit stop. It's just a little peek running around the neighborhood over to the Big C, so I appreciate you following along. More videos to come. Have a great afternoon.